Or send them to me, either way.
Yeah, or send them to Jess. Send them to any of us. We will get them.
Can I just tell you, Dixon, oh, I thought you said Diction for the win. Dixon for the win is also
These
nice.
shirts are amazing. Great shirts.
Oh, is that brand?
It's the brand.
Oh my gosh, you
They're
guys
really
are so
nice shirts.
Okay, you guys, I'm just making sure we're okay on YouTube.
There's another piece I can hang this. You set this in visible.
You can set it on that straw box. You guys, I'm just waiting for YouTube. See no Jessica, hear no Jessica.
Yeah, see no Jessica, hear no Jessica.
You guys, I can't wait to see what Will captured from our captures this week. I don't know what he's gonna talk to you about. Okay, you guys, much better? Okay. Hi,
Good.
I'm not here. That's my name today. I'm just gonna put a little hot coffee in here. And then
Thanks, by the way, YouTube,
you
for letting
never
us know.
saw me.
Appreciate that. You didn't see anything. Can you tell we're making this up as we go? It's a process, okay? It's a process. There's a stranger in the station. This is true. But I'm surprised that you saw anybody, because I didn't see anybody. I didn't see a soul. So this is not the husband. That's Chris. Chris is the husband. I'm cousin Will. Very, very different. Very different. Okay. What are we doing today if we're not serving people? Well, I mentioned it earlier. We'll mention it again. We are going to do a little bit of a content roundup for stuff that happened this week. We're going to look at some screenshots that are sent in by you guys, the lovely viewers. We're also going to look at a couple of comments from a couple of different videos that were posted on the TikTok this last week. So we're going to talk about some of those comments. Some of them are really good comments, and some of them were questionable comments that we're going to try to use as learning moments. We don't want to. I don't want to label them as bad, because that might carry the connotation that the people who wrote them are bad, and I don't want that. I want people who write things on the internet are not inherently bad. The things they wrote might have been damaging or unhealthy, but that doesn't necessarily make them bad. So we want to try and learn from it. Put the board on the shelf by the cup so it can be seen. Brilliant idea. Thank you. This is why you guys are the professionals and not me. How's that? We liking that? Does that work for everybody? Can you see the Officer Jim email? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's officerjim@gmail.com. That's all we got going on. All right. Who's this? Okay. For those of you who are still joining us, we have lots more people. Oh my God, there are so many of you. I am going to not have a nervous breakdown over that. That's fine. I am Cousin Will. You might have seen me as Officer Jim on the live stream on Thursday mornings. You've also heard me at the windows. I have various silly voices and characters that I've done, ranging from, let's see, we've got Daniel Boringcliff. Talks a bit like this, like an old pompous English gentleman from an era long past. Let's see, what else have I done? Oh, I did I'll be right back. We did silly voices like that, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but somebody mentioned that somebody mentioned the location this voice is from. I didn't actually know where it is from. I just did it for shits and giggles, you know. Plankton. Thank you for some people noticing that. Plankton was my favorite one, and it's a new one, so I'm not that great at it. But you know, I'm trying to get better at it. It's difficult, because really to do the Plankton voice, you have to be incredibly freaking loud. You can't do it quietly. It doesn't work very well. For those asking, I'm drinking out of Jess's cup. I'm drinking out of the company cup. Product placement, ladies and gentlemen. Product placement. Okay, so the Irish accent, I'm not 100% sold on my Irish accent. I heard from somebody in the comments that it was a particular, like it had a particular locality to it, and I'm not sure where it is. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm doing my best. All right, I'm trying. Did I do any other silly voices? Have I done other silly voices? I can't remember if I've done more silly voices. Oh, I did Tim, obviously. Tim. Tim, I think Tim is a Glasgow accent? A Glaswegian? I was going for more of a rather heavy, but I was going for a Glaswegian accent. It was the goal there. Oh, thank you for the pointer on the pronunciation. I appreciate that. That's good knowledge. Stuff you can't... It's hard to learn when I don't have a lot of people to listen to. Like, I can't go to a pub and listen to a bunch of fellas talk like this. I don't know if I can do a very good Boston accent. It's all the ahs, you know? Although I did see a funny tongue twister the other day on YouTube, which was trying to ask people with a Boston accent to say Aaron earns an iron earn. It was iron earn, iron earn. It was really funny. It was quite funny. And for those of you asking about Mickey Mouse, I can't do a Mickey Mouse accent. That'd be stupid. Ooh, New Zealander. Ah, can I do a New Zealand accent? You know, it's so close to an Australian accent. I don't know if I can get it right. I don't know how close it is. Most of my exposure to it is watching interviews with like Peter Jackson, who's now a famous Kiwi. But I'm not sure how good it is. Making it up as I go. For those of you who are new and joining, hi, I'm Cousin Will. Jess is looking extra hairy this morning. The hair moved from here to here real fast. Oh, let's see. Here's Jess. American accent. I mean, what is an American accent? I mean, obviously, Officer Jim had a Southern accent. I think what I was going for was a Texas accent. I'm not quite sure what part of Texas is from, but a lot of diphthongs in there, trying to get it. I cannot do Donald Duck. For those of you who are asking, I can't, unfortunately. I would love to. That would be hilarious. Southern Texas. Thank you. Sting Canadian accent. I don't know what a Sting Canadian accent is, but I could do like your quintessential Letterkenny accent, like, oh, for sure, bud. Pump the brakes by about 20% there, bud. We'll go back and have ourselves a Donnybrook, eh? I can't do South African either. South African is super difficult, and I won't do a Trump accent because he gets enough airtime as it is. Jess, for those of you asking where Jess is sitting back. She's kicking back with her feet up on the dash, just enjoying the show. She's watching. She might a little bit. I'm not sure, but... Okay, so what are we looking at? We're looking at 8:20. We're going to try to keep this show pretty tight. We're going to try to keep it... Oh.
For those of you asking me to do the Plankton voice again, this is one that I'm actually pretty new with. But I'm trying. I'm working on it. Just don't tell my robot wife, Karen.
English accent. So English accent is tricky because I mean, I do like a very stereotypical posh English accent. You know, like posh. Very up and tight and not necessarily modern or representative of how most English people speak. I can't really do a London accent or anything like that. I'm not that good at it. I tried doing the Kiwi accent. I don't know if I nailed it. The Kiwi, I feel like the Kiwi has a lot of like pursing of the lips that I'm still getting the hang of. Because like Australian is doable. I'm not going to do it now because you got to tune in Thursday morning for that one. Yeah, show back up Thursday morning. All right. Okay, so I think we're far enough along here. It's 8:22. We're gonna try to keep the show tight. So we're gonna move into a little less chatting, and first we're gonna go through a couple of shots here because we have some pictures that you guys sent to us, some screenshots from throughout the week that I want to throw up and look at and have a good giggle about because I think they're really indicative of how wholesome you guys are. So we're gonna throw those up. Now I want to apologize in advance for those of you on YouTube because I don't really know how to do this on YouTube. So the folks over on TikTok are going to get these as a green screen effect. Those of you on YouTube, I apologize. I really do. When you see the YouTube video later, you're going to get to enjoy them. But for now, TikTok's get this. We're working on it. We're going to iron out the bugs. We're going to find a way to do this on YouTube. For those of you asking on YouTube, hey bro, where are you from? Here is where I'm from. So, first screenshot, let me get out of the way. It's Poppin' Locktoberfest, but in September, apparently. I believe this was taken while they were doing the squats video earlier this week, which I'm surprised that someone managed to get that clear of a screenshot. Most of the screenshots that we got that were in motion were really blurry. This one isn't. This is great. This is awesome. Oh, did it work? Now, next video. Or picture. Boop. It's like Inception, because I'm in the shop, but I'm in a different shop at the same time. Uh-oh, I lost it. Here we go. Effects. Next picture. You know, I know that the professionals say that self-care is very important. I don't know if giving yourself a hug was what they had in mind, but it couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. It can't be bad for you, really. On to the next one. The whipping of cream. This is the one thing I wish I had in my coffee was whipping cream, but I didn't know where it was, and I didn't want to go digging for it. So, I just gave up. Your illustrious host in the flesh, in all of their glory. All of their glory. Where else? We have more. We have more. Oh boy, howdy, do I have more. I just keep fumbling stuff. Oh, this is nice. These are my favorite moments. So I don't spend much time on the Caffeination stream because I tend to be working when it's happening. But the other day I did tune in and I got to see this lovely moment. And these little coffee moments that you guys have with Jess are easily some of my favorite moments. They're some of the ones that I enjoy the most. They're just so wholesome. You guys, as a community, are so wholesome and enjoying those moments with her. Quick little touch-up for those of you who are fresh and new. No, Jess has not been hacked. Yet. This is the actual station. No more green screen, all right? Hi, I'm Cousin Will, also Officer Jim, and various other characters that you guys have heard through the windows. Hey, there we go. She's in the comments. She's in the comments. She is okay. She is okay. I feed her at least daily. I water her regularly. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. Okay. Oh yeah. Patio furniture was also me. That was also me. Yes. All of those have been me. For those of you who thought that I was Chris, I take that as a compliment. But I'm not Chris. I'm not. For those of you thinking that I was related to Chris, that was also very funny because I am not. I am not related to Chris. Okay, so on to the next ones. So next up, we're gonna get into some comments. So I took some screen caps of a couple of comments and I wanted to highlight them. First off, this. I didn't make a mess, it's fine. This might be the most British comment I've ever seen in my life. So this was during the sirens on Wednesday when this comment was made. So every Wednesday here in Taylor, where the shop is located, sirens go off and it's incredibly loud, and you guys have kind of made an event out of it. I think that's adorable. But the tea alarm for Queen and Country. That one was easy. I just really liked that one. That has no real learning point to it. Oh, no, not this one. We're not ready for that one yet. Here we go. This person. Why do we need on-screen talent when we have people like you? That's hilarious. Pun game is on point. I just wanted to highlight that. Like these styles of comments, let's go right there. These style of comments are by far my favorite. I love you guys cracking jokes in the comments because it makes my job of going through the comments super fun and enjoyable. Oh, decline that. Ooh. All right, some people keep trying to join the live. We're gonna nip that in the bud. Okay, so I don't think I highlighted this one because I am a silly boy who doesn't know how to work with a camera. But these are some compliments that you guys have leveled at Jess. We're gonna come back to this. Like we're gonna circle around. But these compliments are so wonderful. People talking about how relaxing it is to enjoy Jessica's content here. And like this down here, you can't see my hand, it's not showing up, but the one at the bottom, these are all such lovely comments for you guys. And we're gonna circle around to why I think they're lovely comments, but we'll hit that at the tail end of the episode. I just wanted to highlight those because I think they were really nice. This one is different. I don't know who Kimmy Gibbler is. I want to end with this screenshot comments because I don't know who Kimmy Gibbler is and I refuse to Google it because I want to come on here and ask you guys. Do any of you know who is Kimmy Gibbler? Like who are we comparing Jess to? Full House? Full House. Wow. I'm old enough for Full House, but I don't remember it. That's a reference I don't get. I will Google Full House. I'll do it after the live stream. I'm not going to do it while I'm on the clock, so to speak. But Full House, Fuller House, character in Full House. Thank you so much. You guys are so informative. Holy cow! So many of you had that answer on lock immediately. That was phenomenal. And we're gonna go back to the first one that I goofed up on. Oh no, that's not that one. This one here. So, you guys, some of you might have figured it out, but I have been in the comments as well as the live chats as Officer Jim, and will continue to be for the foreseeable future. I really appreciate it when people are able to point out, like when I do a silly accent, when you guys are able to point out where that accent is from or what kind of accent that is super helpful and nice to me, because it helps me to, well, it helps me to work on it, but it also gives me lots of it gives lots of texture to it, because then I can look up those regional dialects and try to get better at it. I really like that. That's super nice of you guys. For those of you who are late joining us, quick little recap. Hi, I'm Cousin Will. I'm not Jess. We're trying out a new show format today. We're gonna try to do this every Saturday for the foreseeable future, where we're gonna come in on Saturday mornings with yours truly, and we're gonna do like a little content roundup where we're gonna look at stuff that's happened in the past week, some comments from videos, some talking points, super cool stuff. And I get to have fun with you guys, which is something that I'm really excited about, because I've never done anything like this before. I've never utilized TikTok. Like, I mean, I watch TikToks all the time, but I've never made a TikTok. Why would I? But I have the opportunity here. Chris and Jess have given me an opportunity to connect with a really cool audience like yourselves, and so we're gonna see what comes of that. So every Saturday, you guys can tune back in. We're gonna try and do this at the same time, 8 p.m. Pacific or MST, 8 a.m. MST. Sorry, we're gonna try to do this. If during the week you guys have stuff you want to see on this Saturday kind of content roundup show, we don't have a name for it. Help us out with the name if you get a chance. You can send screenshots, video clips, ideas for the show name. Send them to that email. Hit me up. I've got access to that email. I will read every single suggestion you guys send me. I promise. Please don't blow up my inbox too bad. Please. Chris and Jess are not currently camping, unless you count sitting in the truck, making sure I don't burn the place down, camping. But they're here in the comments watching. They're enjoying a lovely Saturday off and letting me take the heat. So it's good. Okay, so on to the next section of the show. So I want to talk a little bit about a particular interaction that happened actually yesterday. It was yesterday on the live stream. You guys were watching Jess open mail and everything in her home, and it was super cool. Like, I really love those interactions where you guys kind of get a little peek behind the curtain, where it's not just the business. You get a little snippet of what Chris and Jess are like behind the scenes, which I think is super cool. It's how to word it. Wholesome is a good word for it, but it gives you guys some perspective on them as people, not just as content creators, I think. And I think that's really cool to have. It helps to humanize people. But something that happened a couple of times during that stream in particular, and it happens all the time because this is the internet, it happens, is some comments were made about Jess's nose. Now I want to clarify, I want to preface this whole talking point with, this is not Chris and Jess's talking point. This is Cousin Will's talking point. This is what I'm discussing. Me and me alone. So we talked about Jess's nose, which is not inherently a bad thing. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not sitting here criticizing you guys as a community for talking about Jess's nose. It's a lovely nose. But like, I think it's a point where we can sit and learn to look at, like, how do we comment about people's bodies on the internet specifically. I mean, in general, yeah, but specifically about people's bodies. How do you talk to people and interact with people online, discussing their appearance in a way that isn't potentially damaging or hurtful? I don't necessarily have an answer. I'm not coming here to like preach on a soapbox to you guys and be like, this is the way you need to talk to people on the internet. To those of you saying hi, hello, yes. And for those of you who are answering the questions in the comments for me about, you know, who this is and what's happening, I see you and I appreciate you. It saves me a lot of talking. Well, this is the thing. Somebody's saying unless it's a compliment. Sort of. Because sometimes the things that you, as the complimenter, not the complimentee, think is a compliment, might be something they're really insecure about, or might be something that they're not comfortable having be noticed or perceived. And it's really impossible for a person from outside to know that, especially across the internet. How do you know that her nose is something she's comfortable with? Maybe I'm not saying she's insecure about her nose, but like the possibility exists that there's something that we're insecure about. I'm insecure about my weight. So if somebody comments and says, "Hey Will, looking real thin today, you've lost a lot of weight," that should be a good thing. Should be. But I don't really love it, you know? I don't like people noticing my weight to begin with. Or at least I don't love them commenting on my weight. So I think it's something that we can keep in mind. Even if it is the most sincere compliment. Some of you are saying it's a backhanded compliment. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's genuine. I'm sure there are people who have commented on my weight that really, truly, genuinely are happy to see me lose weight, and they're nothing but ecstatic for me, and their impetus behind the comment is nothing but wholesome. But that doesn't change the fact that it can make a person feel uncomfortable. So again, I'm not saying that saying comments like that are inherently bad. I'm more saying be careful with them. Try and put yourself in their shoes and wonder if maybe a compliment about their appearance isn't the best thing. Now, what you could compliment something they're doing, compliment something they're saying, a thought they've had, an action they've done. Those things are almost universally good things to compliment. Like the one screenshot we highlighted there, you guys were commenting on Jess's attitude, her energy. So many of you are really, really good about commenting on Jess's energy, her positivity, her good vibes, all that stuff. That's so great. That's so good. Because you can't go wrong with that. You just can't. It's so magical. Because so those of you complimenting me right now, I appreciate it. I'm terrible at taking compliments. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's so fulfilling to see you guys complimenting things like that. And so where complimenting somebody's body or commenting on somebody's body is kind of a crapshoot as to whether or not they're going to like it or not. Commenting on their actions, commenting on their attitude, commenting on their vibes. What's the vibe check? Those things are almost always going to be a good idea, a good thing to compliment, and will almost always go over positively. So it's a safer bet as a complimenter rather than a commentee. So that was kind of that's my soapbox for today. Really, again, I don't have a soapbox to stand on, but that's what I want to talk about today. And every Saturday, I think we're going to try to have a little conversation point. And I don't want it to be the Will preaching hour. I don't want to turn into that. But it's I think it'll be good. We can learn a lot because I'm learning a lot listening to you guys. You guys are coming in with some cool ideas. And if you have ideas, if you have things you would like to talk about, specifically, like I think we're going to cater this a little bit towards topics on how we interact with people on the internet, specifically in the case of like live streams and TikTok, because I think to me that's a big impetus on why I'm here. Is I love seeing how you guys interact with Jess and vice versa, and how you guys have built a community and how that community interacts with each other. It's really fun. It's really interesting stuff to me to see how this parasocial relationship evolves. Maybe someday we'll talk about parasocial relationship. That's something that really interests me. So yeah. We'll do a quick little catch up for those of you who are joining us fresh and new again. Yes, the shop is closed. It is a Saturday. So the shop isn't open, but we are doing a cool little content roundup live show, which unfortunately you missed the content roundup portion. But if you'd like to hang out, chat with me, I'll hang out here for a little while longer yet. We've still got some time left for the show, and so we're going to hang out, we're going to chat. If you guys have any ideas, thoughts, comments on the stuff we talked about, or any of the comments that we highlighted, please just let me know. I see some people saying we need to talk about parasocial relationships. Thank you. We will. Whether specifically, we will probably be touching on parasocial relationships every single Saturday show because it is pervasive. It's a fact of being when you're a content creator online that parasocial relationships are your bread and butter. They're how you make a living. So we will be talking about them a whole bunch, whether specifically or just by proxy. It'll happen a lot. It'll happen a lot. For those of you asking if Chris and I are related, we are not. Our only relation is through Jess. For those of you asking what a parasocial relationship is, a parasocial relationship is, to be clear, I'm not a professional, so take this all with a grain of salt. This is like a Wikipedia definition. Parasocial relationship is a one-sided relationship where one party knows about the other party in great detail, where the other party may or may not even know that the first party exists. So in the case of our interaction right now, This is by definition a parasocial relationship. Like, obviously, I am seeing some of you in the comments and responding to you, but I can't respond to everybody, right? Oh, people saying interact with YouTube. I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'm still getting the hang of this. Let me try to bounce back and forth here. I'm quickly going to finish up a little talk about Parasocial, and then I'm going to focus on YouTube's comment section a little bit, and we'll do that. I'm so sorry for leaving you guys hanging. So Parasocial, the relationship that we're having right now between you guys as viewers and me as the content creator on screen. I can interact with a bunch of you guys, as many as I can, as many as I'm able to, but I can't interact with all of you. But all of you are interacting with me. All of you are seeing me, hearing me, what I'm talking about, the things I'm discussing, the content I'm putting out there. You're all interacting with that. So there's an imbalance there in how much you feel you know me and how much I feel I know you, because some of you, this is no shade towards you. I don't know you exist yet because I just haven't seen your comments, haven't had a chance to interact with you. And I may never. That's just the fact of having a large audience. So there's an imbalance there with that. And it's not a bad thing. It's not inherently negative that there's an imbalance. It's just a fact of life. And so we have to grapple with that. You guys have to grapple with the fact that I don't necessarily know who you are. You might think you're getting to know me super close and in depth, and you are getting to know at least the piece of me that is on screen, the piece of me that I'm sharing with you. But that's all that is. That's just a piece. There's a quote in The Truman Show, if you guys have seen that movie, where "he never had a camera inside my head," is the quote. You guys see the content, but you don't really know me that well. Maybe you'll get to know me better over time, but at the end of the day, it is still going to be parasocial. But that's not bad. It's just something to be careful of. It's like, what's an example? It's a good metaphor. It's like having a drink of alcohol. Alcohol isn't inherently awful or bad in and of itself, but overuse or impractical use is not good. It's not great. I'm very jealous of this person. They said their husband has 200 Dixon flannels. I wish. I have one so far, but it's my favorite shirt. I will be getting more. I will be getting way more. Okay, we're gonna pivot over to YouTube a little bit. You guys' text is a little bit smaller, so bear with me here. Where's the little ball of energy? Jess is hanging out in the comments. She's having a well-deserved day off, and she's letting me take the screen for a little bit. It's great. Those of you saying caffeine is what I need, caffeine is what I needed. I'm now 2 cups of coffee deep, and I am positively vibrating, now from the caffeine instead of the nerves. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a good morning. It's actually a great morning. It's like cool and chilly out, but not damp or gray. It's super cool. What is this channel about? Those of you on YouTube, ask what the channel is about. This channel as a whole is for the Caffeination Station. It's a little bitty cafe here in Taylor, British Columbia, and they have a second location in Charlie Lake, run by the illustrious, bubbly barista Jess and her lovely hubby Chris, where they do a live show all the time. And so what you're seeing is not their usual live show. This is not the normal content. You came here on a special day. This is like a Saturday content roundup, where we were looking at some of the content that they brought out during the last week, some of the videos. We didn't look at the videos yet. We're still kind of working on how we want to display the videos on screen with me. Haven't quite figured that out on a tech end, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Those just coming in. Yes, I am related to Jess. I am Jess's cousin, younger cousin. If you guys are regular viewers of the live stream, you would have seen or heard me on Thursday mornings. I tend to order my coffee my drink of the day, in a very silly voice. I have lots of silly voices. Too many to name. Okay, now we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try and split my attention between the 2 live streams. I will probably fail. I apologize to both of you for not getting to all of you, but it's just not gonna happen. Okay, let's see. Checking back in on, some people asking for a silly voice. What do you think I am? Some kind of dancing monkey?
Of course I'll do a silly voice. Silly voices are my bread and butter. Someday I'd like to make a living doing this, but we're playing it by ear.
So one of the fun things about the plankton voice,
The plankton voice, it's all very like back and in your nose, right? But one of the most iconic plankton things is the yell, right? The scream.
I'm gonna try to do this in the back of the shop so I don't blow your eardrums out. I'm gonna quote the video we did on Thursday because I can't think of anything else funny to say. Like,
"You're using my voice in your stupid videos!"
it's like that. You have to do the yell. Yes, I am the Scottish guy. I'm quite proud, actually, of my Scottish accent. I used to work with a gentleman from Glasgow. So he was born and raised in Glasgow, and so I worked with him all day, every day, for a couple of years, actually. And it was very fun. It was very nice. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I learned a lot, and he was actually really cool about helping me try to learn to be better at the accent. So yeah. It was, okay, so actually, this is a fun little moment. We can talk about this. All those little voice interactions when I come in,
I don't know the Krusty Krab secret formula. Working on that, though.
for those of you coming in, when I come in Thursday mornings to live stream, those are scripted on my end, but not on Jess's end. Jess has no clue what she's getting into. She knows that I'm coming at a specific time, but she has no clue. She has no clue what character I'm doing. She has no clue what I'm going to say. So when I came in screaming at her as Plankton about copyright infringement, that was totally off the cuff. She had no clue what she was getting into. No clue at all. And that's kind of the fun. That's what we designed that to be. And so everything is off the cuff for her. She has to make it up as she goes. Whereas I have a sort of little bitty script in my head that I'm running off of. For those of you, there's some people on both live streams that are mentioning having seen me on TikTok before or having seen me in other videos. There are videos on YouTube with me, although I doubt you've seen them. But there are no videos on TikTok of me. I have never been on TikTok before. I've never posted a single piece of content to TikTok in my life. You guys right here are, pardon the expression, taking my TikTok cherry here. I've never done anything like this before. This is all fresh, all new for me. I mean, if you want to think of the characters that I do as strangers, that's technically true if you want to get into the head of the character. But no, it's all me. She recognizes my face when I walk up to her door. She knows she's in for it. Ooh, some people complimenting some of my accents. I really appreciate you guys' compliments. Like, that means a lot to me. To throw back what we were talking about earlier, you guys complimenting my work, my accents, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like $1,000,000. Commenting on my appearance, nah, not so much. But commenting on my work, on the things that I've done, oh, that's good. That stuff warms the cockles of my heart, really. Oh, let's see. Looking at YouTube. Ooh, I look like Brad Pitt. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, but that is a weird comparison because I don't feel like I look anything like Brad Pitt. I look like lots of people, and Brad Pitt ain't one of them. Let's see. Didn't you do a coffee talk with Jess? I did. I don't know if the show that we did around Christmas would have been called a coffee talk. I don't think so. Once upon a time, I was part of a podcast that we had Jess on, but it has since gone the way of the dodo bird. And for those of you helping to inform people, I appreciate you informing people that yes, it is Jess's day off. Jess is just enjoying the vibes. She's just chilling out in the comments, relaxing. It's her day off. Good morning from Scotland. So good morning to you too. It's a pleasure to see you. I'm so happy to have you here with us. It's a blast. Really though, you guys have been so wonderfully welcoming. I can't overstate how much I appreciate how welcoming you guys have been today. This has been fantastic. Let's see. Oh, she's gonna pop by at the end. We're gonna wrap things up in about 10 minutes or so. Well, about 10 minutes. We'll have Jess come in just before the hour, and she can say hi to you guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're not open on a Saturday, those of you asking. The doors are all closed, windows are shut. I'm not qualified to serve coffee. I am not a professional at anything, let alone making coffee. For those of you on YouTube asking where... Oh, see, okay, someone's asking if I can do a Peter Griffin voice. I cannot, and I'll be honest with you, that is like my white whale. I can't. I can do the Plankton voice, which should be really close. It really should be, but I just can't get it. There's that voice, and there's doing an Elmo impression. I just can't. I can't seem to get. I can't seem to nail it. You know, it's really frustrating. It's really a pain in the butt. Yeah. Asking where Jess is. Jess is not here. She's on her day off. Peter is like an East Coast Massachusetts accent, I think, which would be Boston. It's just less thick than a Boston accent, I think. But it uses that same kind of nasally intonation. But I don't know. I can't really do it. I'm not great at it, you know? What other voices can I do? Can I do celebrity voices? Not really. I'm not much of an impressionist, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird. The accents I get, but I'm not great at impressions of specific people. Like, let me think. Most of the, like, if I did impressions, it would be caricatures. So not like a really good interpretation, but more evocative, if that makes sense. So like,
If I wanted to do a Bill Clinton, there's not really a Bill Clinton, but if I say the name Bill Clinton, you'll probably put two and two together and think, there's Bill.
I don't know. It's not my strength. It's not my strength. All right. Box breathing time. Box breathing time. Can you guys? Okay, quick little side note. For those of you saying my Scottish accent sounds like Ewan McGregor, that's because I believe Ewan McGregor is from the Glasgow area, and he is one of the inspirations by which I draw to get the voice right. For those of you asking, some of you are saying box breathing time. What's box breathing time? Enlighten me. I don't actually know. Oh, do I need, here, let me turn the music up. 4 seconds in, hold 4 seconds out, 4 seconds. Okay, how long do we do it for? How long do we do it for? Oh, whoop.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, and in. Hold. In. Hold. Don't tempt me with a good time. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Anxiety, if you please. I see you, Harry. If you please. You guys, round of applause for showing Will his first box breathe technique. Well, on our show. Have you seen box breathing before, Will?
Okay, so
Yes, tell us.
it's a showbiz ploy. I know what box breathing
You-
is,
oh my God,
but I wanted you guys to tell me because it's engagement.
no.
That's how internet content creation
Dang
works.
it,
Get
I
with the
messed it
program.
all up.
Come on.
Will,
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Shut, Will. You guys, have you had fun with Will this morning?
Yeah,
Please
how
tell
we
me.
been? Let us know.
Will, have you had fun with your pet wasp this morning?
I have. He's actually been pretty good.
Has he been
He's
pretty
been
good?
like checking in, making sure I'm doing okay, and then buzzing off. It's been pretty good.
Oh
It's
my
been pretty
gosh.
good.
You guys, I'm going to sit on the counter because we're not open. My friends, it has been so fun to watch you guys chat with Will. I want to know, what parts did you love? I love the screenshots you took of me. Thank you for capturing my best sides.
They are. Every side is just the best side.
Yeah, Will is awesome. I agree. Will did great. I agree. Will is awesome. I agree.
Thank you.
Chris,
Thank you so much.
thank you for sniping in the comments. He held it down. You guys, he did.
Chris did great.
Good morning. Y'all genuinely look so much alike. Ruby. Do we? Actually, I was going to say thank you, but actually, why would I say thank you? Do we? Can you see it, Will?
I don't know.
You guys, for those of you who don't know, Will is my little cousin.
Little.
Will is my little cousin. This is me standing directly in front of him.
Little.
You guys, we have been talking about Will doing this show for quite some time. This is all his idea. The accents on Thursdays have all been his idea. I've just been along for the ride with you guys, and I've been having a blast, and I have been holding in his information so tightly.
We've been drip feeding it to you.
We've been
a little bit.
and we've been having so much fun. He looks like Kevin James. I can see that 100%.
That's a comparison I can see.
I can
With the
see that.
backwards ball cap.
Is this Jim B. Angie? Oh, Jim, if you were to poke into that cupboard, you may perhaps have some credentials that you
do I
could
have
show.
credentials here?
Yes, that you could show. Taped right to the cupboard.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, you guys, he in fact has his credentials with him today.
I didn't even know about it, but there we
Isn't
go.
that so cool?
That's me, Officer Jim with a B.
Jim with a B from the
Officer
DIE.
Jim with the B.
I'd say he resembles in eyes, and he's more kind of like Robin, if you ask me. I can see that too, Danny.
I do get that comparison more often.
I can tell. What's your favorite drink at the station, Officer Jim Will?
I
From
get
Ariel.
the drink of the day almost every day. The only exception to that was last Thursday.
You're doing that new thing with Red Bull.
That's right. Yeah, I did what I called the fuzzy peach, which was Red Bull with peach and strawberry.
My friends, I thought it was raspberry.
It was raspberry.
It was raspberry. My friends, if he is going to make a Red Bull infusion in a large can of Red Bull, who can tell me how many pumps of each flavor he's going to put in? Let's see, Will. You're about to see how many regulars we have. They know our recipes probably better than you do.
Probably is true.
Just you make mint mochas. I do. Okay.
I saw some odd numbers in there.
Yeah, you did.
This is a pass-fail test.
2, 4. No, yeah, we definitely have some pass. 2s. There we go.
There we go.
2 of each.
There
You
we
guys
go.
know. Heck yeah. 1 of each. So close. 2 of each for 4 pumps. Should Will do this again next week? My friends, there's a poll going right now on YouTube. Please weigh in if you're on
Look at
YouTube.
that.
Yeah, Chris did a poll. I didn't even know that.
Nifty.
You guys.
So I'm thinking when we get some suggestions for the
Yep.
name, we'll also do some polls for that in the future to see how
Uh-huh.
people feel about different show names.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, obviously, I'm a greedy boy. I'm going to pick. But I would love you guys' input. all the
100%.
same.
Give him input. And then you guys, hopefully Will's going to turn this into his own TikTok and he'll do some kind of voice action show for you guys where you can go over there. But for
We'll
now,
see.
he just gets to play on here on
That's right.
Saturdays and it gets to benefit all of us because he is here to practice his craft and he's going to bring us some recaps from the week.
That's
so
right.
you guys, here, maybe perhaps Will, while you answer questions, I'll write your email a little bit larger on
Okay,
here.
yeah,
And then
perfect.
you guys can do screen capture so you can remember it forever.
Yes, that's a good idea to screen cap it.
I got you. I got
So yes,
you.
for those of you asking if this is going to happen again, yes, it is. You can't get rid of me that easily. I'm like a wart that you want to have removed until you find out it defines you in some special way.
Oh, I like that.
You're-
Like a planter's wart.
Yeah,
You never
exactly.
quite go away, but sometimes you're hiding just under the skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
So yes, you will see me, at least for the foreseeable future, every Saturday morning at the same time, 8 a.m. MST.
You guys, you might not see me every time because
That's right.
this is the first time I've never ever had someone host the show other than me. And so because of that, we're all working this out together and that's why I'm here today. I'm going to leave directly from here and go meet my dad. So thank you for having me to start my day off just right.
You were having me. This has been so much fun. Like, this is so exciting and new.
Yeah.
Taking this leap of faith into a whole new world for me.
You guys-
And you guys have been just lovely.
It takes bravery to go live, you guys. A round of applause for our host, Will/Officer Jim B from the DIE.
Oh, you.
Round of applause. Don't mind me, you guys. I'll only clap until you do.
You guys are so sweet. Oh my
Look at
goodness.
you go.
You're
Woo!
just too nice to me.
You're so nice.
You're just too nice.
Officer.
Somebody saying that they couldn't because live scared them? Ha! Me too.
Were you
guys
scared?
can't see me shaking.
You know what, Will? If you would talk to them about the experience, the feeling before versus doing it, just walk them through that a little bit. Because I think that
Ooh.
fear might be relatable. If
So,
you wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind at all. Some of you guys may or may not have experience with live theater, things like that. I've done some live theater. It's very similar to that feeling of like before you go on stage to being on stage. Before you go on stage is way more terrifying than actually being on stage. Being on stage is great. It's fun. It's a blast. You kind of lose yourself into what you're doing, which is what it was like here. I got to just talk to you guys.
May I interject?
Absolutely.
Perhaps one could say the hardest part is starting.
Yes, the hardest part is starting. That's exactly it. The hardest part was hitting that go live button. And then I had like an extra hard part where I'm stood off to the side before I stick my head in and you guys see me all for the first time in this new light.
There you go, Will. Hold that nicely. There you go, you guys. You guys, help us build this show from scratch. What you say goes in this show is what Will uses in the show.
Yes, the stuff that you send me is what I use. I mean, I'm going to pull some stuff of my own too, but I love seeing what you guys come up with. Your favorite moments
Yes.
during the wrap up. And yes, any ideas you guys have for show names, send those to the same email address. Let me know. Give me all the feedback you are comfortable giving. The more, the merrier. There's no such thing as too much from you guys. Thank you so
Communication
much.
is key, my friends.
Prop this back up.
Now, Will, I've got a question. Did
Yep.
you have an idea for a closer for your show? Did you already have a
Goodness.
plan?
No, I had no plan.
Well, may I offer a suggestion for today?
Yes.
I thought perhaps we could close with what is right now your theme song, Officer Jim from the DIE,
Oh,
the
yeah.
song. And maybe we could just have a dance party. How do you feel about shaking your rumpus?
I'm not very good at shaking my rumpus outside of character.
Like
but
you
I'll-
can't. But
I'll
I mean, maybe do it in
my-
character.
I will do
You
my
guys,
best.
do you want to commit to shaking your rumpus and or tapping your toe and or just doing like a nice finger dance? Whilst we listen, to Will/Officer Jim's theme song. Can you commit to joining us for that? To get our Saturday ready. What is the DIE? Natalie is asking. Would you
DIE.
mind?
The DIE is the Department of Internet Ethics. It is my own little made-up fictional agency.
Yeah.
But it is indicative of something that I care very deeply about.
It's
ethics
made
on
up
the
of
internet.
one. It is made up of one.
Yeah.
It is run by one. Yes, these are the official credentials, my friends.
Official credentials.
Okay, you guys,
Auditioner extraordinaire. We're gonna
What
turn
do
this a
we
little
have?
bit.
What parting words do we have for them before we dance
Parting
this
words,
show
parting
away?
words, parting words. Let's see. I didn't think about this part actually. Normally I have parting words for Thursdays, but I don't. It is flushed because it's very warm in here because I throw off a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Because I'm nervous.
Because you're hot.
When the wasps aren't a problem, we'll deal with that.
Oh, we gotta do
We're gonna end before that happens.
you slide the puzzle piece. It wants to make sure you're a real person.
Oh, nah.
For real! You know
I'm
because
not a
we
real
tried to
person.
screen
It's
you,
fine.
TikTok.
Okay, sorry. Where were we? Words of wisdom.
Yeah, parting words, Will.
There's like a silly little thing that I learned as a kid in science class, and I don't know how true it is, about smiling taking less muscles and frowning. I don't know if that's true. But 99 times out of 100, being kind to people is easier than being angry at them. It takes way less effort to be nice than it does to be kind. So be lazy, be kind.
Be lazy, be kind. With those words of wisdom. My friends, we are going to dance you farewell on
I
this
gotta get
Saturday.
prepared.
Yeah, you prepare. I'll say a couple parting words too, my friends, my friends. Let me just get up to your level. Welcome to the Caffeination Station. If you guys are new here, my name is Jessica. This guy is Will, and we are your hosts for this Saturday show. My friends, normally we are live 3 days per week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with me hosting from 6 until 12. But on Saturdays, you now have Will and a recap of our week's show. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. Okay, Will, are you ready to shake your rumpus?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. Officer,
All right.
Officer Jim B reporting for duty. That rhymed. I'm gonna pump up the jams, you guys. Let's do this thing.
Checking on your hearts and friendships.
We keep it right, we keep it tight, we keep them internet ethics all right. We got the drive, we got the power, our internet ethics we wear like an armor. Hey, 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 it's Jim with the biddy, spreading love online for the DIE. You guys, do you remember what Officer Jim B said about dancing? Do you remember? Woo! Making sure there's no dislikes. Watch me scare out all the dreads. Woo! Ready, you guys? Just the peaches.
Respectful on my needs on every URL we need. Hey, hey, hey.
It's Jim with a B, spreading love online for the DIE. Yeah! Woo! Shake it, Jim. Woo! You guys, thank you for spending another day of live with us. We had a really great day, didn't we?
Great day. Fantastic day.
And we hope you guys did too. Hit that follow button if you haven't already, y'all. And we will see you next time. Bye. Goodbye, YouTube first. Hasta luego.
Post a like.
Bye, you guys.